That's what we're taught here. Now, don't study that. Don't go into the Greek. You're going to get tripped up going into the Greek. No, we say go into the Greek. Go into the etymology. Go into all of that. You don't have to if you want to be simple. You don't have to. But if you want to be on some level of a teacher, you're supposed to go into those things. Every avenue that you have to be scholarly, you're supposed to go into and gain wisdom through this Bible. That can only benefit you.
It says to search the scriptures, man.
That's right.
You're supposed to divide the word of truth. That requires going
rightly
into
dividing
the word of truth. That requires to go and do your study, look up the meaning of words, understand them, and put them in the actual context that it's supposed to be in, man.
I want to read that right quick, brother. Let me read that right quick. Because contrary to popular belief, this is what a lot of them in them other camps don't do, man. But we're taught to do that by our elders. We're taught to do that because that's what the scriptures say. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, not unto yourself, not unto the next man, not unto the elders, unto the Most High God. That's how you do the best of your ability, of what you can comprehend. That's how you know you went that far, because God limited your ability to learn more from that point. But you can't stop at the base understanding. If you can go beyond it, you're supposed to go beyond it. If he increases those that seek wisdom.
Right.
It said a workman that needed not to be ashamed. You shouldn't be ashamed. Like IUIC is, to go and study, go into the Greek, go into the Hebrew. They're only ashamed to do it because they're prideful now. They're so prideful, they don't want to come out and do the hard work. And at this point, they just don't want GMS, so, Great Millstone, to be right on this one. They want to show their pride that, hey, we ain't going to go do those studies. But some of y'all that may be of the elect, y'all going to go and do the studies. And you're going to find out the real truth of these breakdowns. It says you probably a brother watch the GMS video and get a different breakdown or the truth out of a breakdown and go back and teach it. And they probably tell him don't do that. Now that sounds like a GMS breakdown. Well, it should only be one breakdown, which is the truth. Matter of fact, get First Esdras chapter 2. It's like chapter 4, and when it talks about the truth. You know what I'm talking about? That's right.
So let me get this quick precept real quick while you're looking for it.
Yeah.
Let me get this real quick. This is John 5 and 39. It says, search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me.
That's right. You're supposed to believe that you're going to get eternal life through the wisdom of this Bible. So why wouldn't you want to get the deeper levels of it? Now, there's a pace and there's a measure to every man that you're supposed to have, that you're limited to have. But that's determined by the Most High God. Not by you, not by your elder, but by the Most High God.
What was the one you wanted?
First Esdras chapter 4, verse 38.
First Ezra chapter 4. Verse 48. 38. Then answered I and said, O Lord, that bears rule, even we all are full of impiety.
Because what you read in John, the whole point of that is to search out the truth. There's only one truth. There's not two truths. There's only one truth. And that's our job, to find the truth. To find out the truth. That's what the Most High believes in, the truth. Finding out the truth. That's wisdom, is the truth.
Look that word up.
Truth?
Piety.
I could look at that dictionary as well.
No.
How you spell it? Start me off with it.
It's a lot.
The word, I know it's a second. Second Esdras.
I'm in second Esdras.
Now,
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot, brother. Because sometimes it's 16:11, man. That one was missing. It was missing the 2, but I still had it marked.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I still had it marked. God, it's a lot. This is our first Esdras 4:38.
Yeah.
As for the truth, it endureth.
It endures. Why? Because the truth is absolute. You can't change the truth. You can lie, but it doesn't make the truth of none effect. The truth will always be the truth, regardless who believes it or not. The truth is always what is and what will. Go ahead.
It says, it liveth. It's a lot. As for the truth, it endureth, and it is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things.
She doeth the things that are just. Is it not just or justified to go and search deeply to find out the truth? Is that not what they do in these wicked ass courtrooms? They go do research, they go look up, they put the private eye on you to find out what you do in your secret time. They go through your internet, what's it called? When you're looking up stuff on the internet?
Surfing,
yeah, they look up all that stuff. Yeah, they do, they see what sites you've been to and everything. That's research. That's trying to find out the truth. Now the truth, the Most High understands the deeper truth, which is your intent. But as far as what man can measure in the carnality that we are, we have to search it out to the best of our abilities. He's all knowing, we're not. We have to search it out and study and do the research to the best of our abilities. Go ahead.
Oh, God. And refraining from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well
You can only be Salaki, bro. You can only be right trying to search out the truth. When you find the truth, you can only be right. There's nothing unjust. What are the other words to say? Right around.
It says, from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works.
It's not. There's nothing in the truth that's unjust or wicked, which we're not supposed to have. So we're supposed to search out and have the true understanding. Because that's the truth. Because there's no wicked that can be found in you if you push the truth. As long as you tell the truth, you're good. There's nothing good with the Father. I mean, you're doing the best of your ability to be just and righteous. Yeah, keep going. I think it's a little bit more.
Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the power of truth.
Blessed be the Most High of truth. Now, not the Most High of what you believe is the limit to truth. No, the Most High of truth, the God of truth, the power of truth. Blessed be that God. Blessed be that power. That's good enough. Is there more? I think that's about it for what I wanted. God, that's good. But yeah, blessed be the Most High power. And that's what Great Millstone searches to find, the truth of the Most High God, that men can understand. So we go into the Greek, we go into the etymology, we go into the New Speak, we go into the Hebrew. We research different Hebrews, not that old shittish, or you call Yiddish. We don't care about that shit. But we know a little bit of it. But we do as much research as we possibly can to find out the absolute truth. Yes, sir?
Sirach 6:27. Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go.
Yeah, when you find the truth, or you find, because the truth is also wisdom, and wisdom is also the truth. When you find out the truth, seek her and she will find you, and hold on to her and never let her go. Name? How you gonna go from teaching a name to now you say, well, matter of fact, I just said I was teaching, but now you can say anything, it don't matter. All of a sudden after you teach it, it don't matter what the name is. Then why'd you teach it in the first place? Why'd you ever teach it in the first place then?
It's, for at the last thou shalt find her rest, and that shall be turned to thy joy. Then shall
That's what find out. What's the rest of the truth? How do you rest in the truth? By getting understanding and being able to apply it in your life with truth and wisdom. That's how. That's how you do it. When you get that rest from being able to say, you know what? 2 + 2 equals 4. I know that. I can rest upon it. I don't have to worry about what 2 + 2 is anymore. I know that it's 4. Without a question of a doubt, I know that it's 4. I've explored it. I've tried to debunk it, but it equals 4 every time. It's the truth. You can rest upon the truth.
I got it. It's,
Why don't you go back to that?
Ecclesiastes 1:13. And I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven.
I gave my what is it?
Hey, concerning 100% truth, right?
Right.
I gave my heart to seek and search
I gave
out.
my complete mind to search out and seek wisdom. He even searched out the folly to disprove it. Not only just to prove the righteousness, to disprove the wickedness. That's how much he went to seek wisdom. That's how much King Solomon went to seek wisdom.
That's right. It says, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom.
Say this for him right quick. Because that's what a lot of our people don't do nowadays. They're too lazy to seek out and do the work that it takes to figure out the truth and to seek wisdom and to discredit folly and disprove folly. A lot of us just accept folly because it's the norm nowadays. It's what people do, and it's what people accept nowadays, what people tolerate nowadays. But not over here, we heaping a millstone upon your head because we want you to be burdened by righteousness and truth, by wisdom. Go where you gotta go.
Let me finish it, and it says, concerning all things that are done under heaven, this sore travail have the Most High given to the sons of man to
Sore travail. What does sore travail mean? That means it's uncomfortable. It's hard work. It takes more than just. It's not easy, street. It's not easy. When it's a sore, it's like a bitter, not bitter, but it's like a problem. It's not an easy task to seek out wisdom, because that's what we're supposed to do. What did it go back up a little bit to that sore, up to the sore part, a little bit before the sore part?
It says, concerning all things that are done under heaven, this sore travail have the Most High given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith.
Yep, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go out and prove the truth and discredit the folly or the wickedness or whatever. What did it say? The folly, right? Is that what it say? It didn't say. But yeah,
but it goes into it because he said that he learned the works of folly.
Right.
He said that it's vexation of spirit.
Yeah, and vanity. Because he searched out both sides. Most High didn't say search out both sides. He said search out the righteous, search out the wisdom. But he went far enough to do both, so he would be completely covered. So he would have it mapped all the way out. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to prove the truth. We're supposed to prove what's wise and what's not. And the only way to do that is through the understanding of the Bible, the complete Bible.
I got something. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 10. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 6. Howbeit, we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. Hey, like that whole issue about a woman becoming, a girl becoming an adult, when that does, according to the world, they all want to say 18, 20,
and all
that, right? But we speaking according to the knowledge of the Most High, which in His wisdom,
Yep. In
the wisdom, when she passed the flower of her age, that's when she becomes an adult, man.
That's right.
And science proves that, man.
Yep.
And you can't call it pseudoscience, you can't call it Esau science. It's actually common knowledge, man.
Yep.
As soon as you hit puberty, you're no longer a child, man.
Yep.
You're not a child after that. That's common sense, man.
I was just gonna say the common sense that they lack is like they went to the 28, the 20-year-old age thing about going to war, right? Why couldn't you go to war before you're 20? Because you ain't reached your full strength further of your youth yet, for one. Plus you get some time to live. How they ain't supposed to put you out on the, as soon as you just another soldier, they ain't supposed to do that because you don't have full enough understanding quite yet to go out and go to war and lose your life. But if you're 15, you can still got time to lay your seed so somebody can raise up your name.
Well, first of all, when you couldn't take a wife to when you went to war, because first of all, what happens during war? There's no possibility that you may not come back, man.
Yeah, it's a great possibility.
You know, you might die. So what's the point of even taking a wife if you're gonna go in a fight and damn near die, man? Plus, when you get ready for battle, a woman, she wants to give you affection and kind of take your mind off,
you out of that warrior,
out of that warrior spirit. The next day you go to the battle, you thinking about her ass, man.
Right.
You thinking about how good the box was, whatever the case may be, man.
Right.
You ain't in that full battle spirit, man. That warrior-like mentality, man.
Yep.
So the law basically saying it's bad for you to take a wife if you do go out to war.
Right.
But you also got prophecy that say a lot of these women that are married, they gonna be widows because a lot of they men gonna be drafted and shift to those wars, man, and they ain't gonna come back.
Yep.
They gonna be crying because having no bridegrooms.
Yep.
That's second nations.
It also says it's better to not have one because you don't have the distraction of having a wife.
Right.
Especially
because this is a battle what we're doing. This is war, man. It's spiritual, but it's still a war.
And that's also why they tell you to take that year before going to war.
Yep.
Take that year. If you just take a new wife, wait a year so you can get tired of that old bitch. Let her wickedness come out or whatever, so you ain't be all caught up in googly-eyed in the honeymoon stages. You know? So you can get over her and be like, okay, well, I gotta go war now. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I've been having the box for a year. You're knocked up anyway. I got to see the birth of my child, and now it's time to go. Now
you got men in the truth that lost fire probably because of their wife, man.
Yep. I know one.
You done went from doing all types of moves and out there just slicing, and now you got your sword and you just walking with your sword now. You ain't even swinging it now, man.
Hey, I know somebody that fell out behind their wife.
Right.
And, when we was in LA, when I first came in, there was a guy named Naphtali, right? Christian. That was the first time I seen it. I didn't fully understand what happened, but when they said it, I was like, damn. But I didn't understand how it could happen. Now, being in the truth and dealing with women in the truth, you see how it can happen. When you're in the truth, the demons want that to happen. They want to distract you and get you away from it and get you out of there. Because these women love this world the way it is. And the demons, because the woman's a weaker vessel, they love hopping on women to try to get at you through those weaker vessels.
And that's why I'm going back to what we just read. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, that are full understanding, right? Yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery,
Yep.
even the hidden wisdom which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory.
Yeah, and you can only get all of that hidden wisdom and mystery through the diligent research.
And that's the reason why you clowns over there under Nate, you have a problem with the name, man.
Yep,
It's because it ain't been revealed to you, man.
yep.
You can keep quoting them scriptures and mangling them about how, like that one scripture they tried to mingle, the Revelation where it said no man knew his name, but his name was called the Word of God. Y'all totally mingled that scripture, man. Y'all totally mingled that, man. You know? The men that wasn't gonna know his name were the people that were outside of the ones who the Lord revealed his secrets to, man.
Right.
Everybody else, they don't know the name, man.
Because it's not a widespread known name.
Exactly.
That's one of those men that don't know no one. That's the no one is talking about. But he revealed his secrets unto the prophets. You got that, bro?
God.
Play that for me, please. Because it's not his name a secret. You did your best to prove that his name was a secret. That we can't know it yet. That we don't know it yet.
Right.
Well, look at this. What is a prophet? Somebody that said something before, right? So, if he revealed his secrets unto the prophets, right? And they said something, they're prophets, they said it before, right? Wouldn't he have to reveal his secret of his name unto the prophets before? Read the scripture, we'll go from there.
Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
The word prophet comes, pro means before and phasai means to say. So if they said something before and he revealed his secrets of the prophecies of his name and things like that, wouldn't they have the name before? If they have to say something before, wouldn't they have something? Wouldn't he reveal those secrets before? So we don't have to wait till the kingdom to get it. Because the prophets are still, we won't be prophets back then. It'll be already past. We'll be kings and crowned at that point. Lord willing, we're those men.
Let me read this real quick.
Can I
Verse
say
10.
something right there?
Can you kind of step back, one step back? Thank you. Verse 10. But the Most High have revealed them unto us by his Spirit, for the Spirit searcheth all things, yeah, the deep things of the Most High.
They searcheth all things,
The deep things.
the deep things of the Most High.
And Nate is basically telling y'all, don't go deep, man.
They said don't follow that one scripture right there.
Don't go deep, man. Don't do it.
Don't follow that scripture.
You're gonna get tripped up if you go deep.
Because he knows he has a congregation of simple men. And the moment you try to go deep, you either gonna fuck up even worse, or you're gonna get educated above his level.
That's what you're afraid of, man.
That's what he's afraid of. Then that takes all the special, what the fuck is what I'm looking for? It takes all all that makes him precious and special unto those men. It takes that away. It makes him another man.
All right.
That's what makes the elders precious and special, because they give up the knowledge that they have, and they give it to us. They feed us. They don't leave us starving with a little piece of cracker and cheese out there. They give us it all. Every level that we can comprehend on, they dropping the information on us. That's why we respect the elders on the level that we do. That's why we give them double honors. Because they giving us the tools to grow as men for ourselves, and our spirit for ourselves.
Deuteronomy 29 and 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
And what is revealed? There's secret prophecy that y'all don't even break down. And there's like the name is another secret. There's things that I don't know why you think the blue letter is a secret. You want to run from the blue letter because you don't want to get the deeper knowledge. It shouldn't be a secret, but it's a secret wealth of information unto you. It's just a wealth of information unto us. We tell you to go to the Blue Letter, look that up in the Greek, look it up in the Hebrew. Study the Hebrew so you understand what that word really says there. Go into the etymology of the words, go into the Latin, go into the Newspeak. You gotta do these things to search diligently this word out. And when you search it out, it will be revealed unto you.
This is Job 29. And I'm going to start at the top. Moreover, Job continued in his parable and said, "Oh, that I were as in months past, as in the days when the Most High preserved me, when his candle or lamp shined upon my head." What is the lamp? You know, what is the candle?
It's the word that you put
it's
on
that
top
light.
of the, right, it's the light that you put on top of the mountain and not under the bushel or under the bed.
And how you keep the lamp burning? With oil, man.
That's right. How do you get the oil? By studying and getting into the deeper meanings. Because once you get past the milk level, you don't stop. You move on to the water level.
Sure.
And then when you get to the limit of that, you move on and you keep that constant dose of milk, you keep that constant dose of water, and you move on to bread. And when you keep moving up with those constant doses, and then you move all the way up to meat, but you keep the constant doses.
It says, "And when by his light I walked through darkness, as I was in the days of my youth, when the secret of the Most High was upon my tabernacle. When the Almighty was yet with me, when my children were about me, when I washed my steps with butter, and the rock poured me out rivers of oil."
Hey, real quick, that's a secret unto you. The chip is a secret unto you. But I don't think it's a secret. I think you're just trying to keep it a secret. As we're supposed to be telling the secret, that you trying to keep it a secret. I think the name is a secret that you're not trying to let out, Nate. I think that's what it is. You teach your men, don't go into that name. It's too deep. It's too much. We're going to get condemned worse because we're going to be blaspheming. But you got them blaspheming anyway.
Yep.
Breaking these scriptures down wrong.
Yep.
It's like, go back into that, bro. Did that? I don't think that went. I was on something else.
When I washed my steps with butter, and the rock poured me out rivers of oil.
And the rock poured me out rivers of oil. It said rivers of oil, right? That's the knowledge and understanding and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of this Bible.
Hey, and to be spiritual, what is that? Who is that rock?
Peter.
You know?
But Yahweh Shai is the rock, that cornerstone.
Exactly.
Rock. Which is the word.
It all comes from him.
Which is the word.
That's right. It says, when I went out to the gate through the city, when I prepared my seat in the street.
When I did what? When I prepared my...
When I went out to the gate through the city, when I prepared my seat in the street, the young men saw me and hid themselves, and the age arose and stood up. Hey, man, that's a cut to chopper, bitch ass, man. That coming out with that doctrine that you ain't gotta go out no more? Come on, man, what do you gotta say to that? What do you have to say to that, man? He said basically what Job was trying to say is, when the Most High gave me this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and he revealed these mysteries to me, I prepared myself in the streets. Is that not what's going on in the streets throughout the world? Mainly here in Babylon? With all the camps that are teaching the truth, 100% truth, and young men are actually watching and growing? Come on, man. I could keep going, you know, but man, it says the young men saw me and hid themselves, and the aged arose and stood up. The princes refrained talking and laid their hand on their mouth. The nobles held their peace, and their tongue clave to the roof of their mouth. When the ear heard me, then it blessed me, and when the eye saw me, it gave witness to me. Because I delivered the poor that cried, and the fatherless, and him that had none to help him. The blessing of him that was ready to perish came upon me, and I caused the widow's heart to sing for joy. I put on righteousness, and it clothed me. My judgment was as a robe and a diadem. I was eyes to the blind, and feet was I to the lame. Man, bro.
He gave you all your weaknesses. He fulfilled your weaknesses with this truth. That's what this does. That's what that oil does.
Right.
It's like we're all 10 men walking around, and y'all the rustiest of the rusty in them other camps. You know, because through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, our elders keep us oiled up.
Yep.
So like little oil right there, little oil on the brain. So we can, and all on the tongue, so we can speak boldly the oracles of the Most High. So we can speak this word boldly unto all you people out there and warn our people what's going to happen and condemn the rest. And wake up the elect. And also learn it to practice it ourselves to the best of our ability.
That's right.
If you people only knew how bad my back hurts when we come out here, but guess what? Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I can't move. But guess what? Somehow, through the grace of the Spirit of the Most High God, I'm out here every week to the best of my ability. And I know there's a lot of other brothers with infirmities doing the same. They got back problems, knee problems, leg problems, so on and so forth.
This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 22. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness.
He revealeth the deep and secret things. Is not the knowing the real true name of the Heavenly Father a deep and secret thing? Didn't we already read? He revealed his secrets unto the prophets. He will do nothing unless he revealed the secrets unto the prophets. Go ahead, bro. To the top, bro.
He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. I thank thee and praise thee, O thou power of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desire of thee, for thou hast made known unto us the king's matter. So the Lord gave to his prophets the deep and secret things, man. Like he gave to Daniel, like he gave to Jeremiah, like he gave to Micah, like he gave to all the prophets, man.
Yep. And look, when they tried to pull out that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they called him Al-Ashadi. Why? Because he was a demon-like power.
He was terrible. That's what they knew about.
Al-Ashadi. Yeah, because he was terrible, because he was plaguing people for being wicked. But they were already taught by Moses, and they routinely went out and still tried to keep those things, especially especially the just men, talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in particular.
Well, no, Salak, bro. They were before Moses, of course, so they knew him by Al-Ashadi.
Right.
But when Moses came on the scene, the Most High finally revealed his name to Moses, and Moses in return, he told Moses to tell him his name.
Right.
By the way, moreover, tell Israel, the children of Israel, that Yahweh,
right,
Elohim, sent thee and so on and so forth, man. But he revealed his true name.
Right. And that's what they want to show you. That's what they want to show you in these English books. They're not going to show you that in these English books.
And the question that them dudes raised was Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at fault for not knowing that actual name?
Right. That was the whole point that they were trying to push.
They wasn't at fault.
Right.
Because the Most High didn't reveal it. But he actually did reveal it. He told Moses to reveal it to Israel.
Right. And so you're not in that time before he revealed it. You're in the time after he revealed it.
That's right.
Yeah, he took his name and everything and his presence and all of that, his power away from us, but he's giving it back now. That's why you know anything out of this Bible.
Hey, and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they know the name to this very day now, man.
Yep.
They know the name. And I guarantee you, if whoever they are back in the reincarnation, if you can if you spiritual about it, I guarantee you they calling upon the name.
That's right.
I can guarantee you that, man. You know?
That's right.
King David always glorified and called upon the name, man.
Yep.
King David wasn't saying,
Oh
Lord, oh Christ,
Yeah.
you know, oh word of God. He wasn't saying that, man. So y'all dudes, man, hey, now Lord willing, man, we gonna put, you know, cause we confronted them guys a couple nights ago, man.
And we just wait on them to put they version up.
They version up.
Then we gonna put
the real one out, cause we know how they deal. We know how they get down. How they like to edit videos.
Yeah, I'm not the greatest cameraman, brothers. That's an inside joke amongst LA. But you know, I'm not. And even here, I'm not the greatest cameraman. But you know, we got fucked up cameras and so on and so forth. But hey, you can still get audio and you can still get some visual out of it.
Right.
None of that. Don't let that detract you. Don't be simple enough to let that detract what really comes out of there.
Right.
Anyway.
God, man. So that's a cut on that, man.
Oh, we bring out that article that the brothers shot me.
Oh, come.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
Unless you have some more.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Something else. Let's see what you're doing.
Another Masha Pot. Out here in Vegas too, man. You know, this place is so wicked, man. The Most High. You know how many death angels the Most High have out here? That's why it be constant ambulance trucks rolling by day in and day out, man. It never fails because the Most High